Hello and welcome back to Japan. Today we are going to start by looking at our 6-year-old son because he has not got an educator and we have to decide whether we want to give him an educator. I don't really know. We might not, but he's doing a martial education. There are some special mechanics with martial education specifically. However, I don't think they apply to our culture because I think they only apply to cultures who have the knighthood innovation. And I don't believe that we do. We do not appear to have that. I actually don't even know what era it unlocks in. Can we even see it in R1? Oh, there we go. Knighthood doesn't unlock till High Medieval anyway. Yeah, so there's some special stuff to do with that, but we don't have it, so... Well, I guess what we're going to do instead is we're going to look at our son and go, no, he probably doesn't need an educator. He's probably fine. I think our tutor will be fine. Who is our tutor right now? Tutor's you, you're quick. Yeah, that's acceptable. I think that's very acceptable. In which case, let's just have a quick look here. So I'm fully built up. This has got 2 years left on it. Should we do an activity? I think we should do an activity. What activity should we do? There's a grand tournament? Where? Oh, there. Can we get there? We can. Alright, what are you doing? You doing a recital? We can turn up to that. That's fine, yeah. Alright. Grand tournament it is. Let's go. I love how it said recital and it had us like turning up in full military gear. It was like, yes, we got to get all our gear on to go to the recital. It's like, okay. Whatever. Oh, we've taken it off again. That's fine. Right, where are we going to go? Also, 25 days means we can visit 2 locations. We're already qualifying due to being really good at wit, so I don't know. I guess we could go... We have a little excess cash. Artisan's quarters? Maybe try and grab ourselves an artifact? Yeah, okay. Tailor. Erroneous Escutcheon. Browsing the wares on display in the tailor shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather bindings to reveal an exquisitely embroidered crest, the Yamato crest. Okay, so I could say burn that for me and I'd get closer to getting a rivalry with that guy. Get erroneous identification, which means our hostile schemes against House Yamato will be better. I can get a crest for us, but it only gives 0.05 renown per month. You might be thinking, isn't that an incredibly low amount of renown for 55 gold? Why, yes it is. However, what you'd really be looking for is if you had like a lot of multipliers, then that starts to go up in value. However, we have a multiplier of 4%. So, no, it's not going to be a lot of value at all. Or very nice work. Alright, that's fine. We can visit the next locale in 20 days. Any locale that... I thought it was any locale that isn't the Artisan's Court will be 20 days, but maybe everything's 20 days. Okay, anyway. So when it says 5 days remaining, then we can, you know, go somewhere. We can go back to Artisan's Quarters. Let's try it. Nope, that definitely did not visit the Artisan's Quarters. Okay, fair enough then. We have qualified for the recital. We have an 11% progress to victory, which isn't chance of winning. It's something else that I don't really understand, but anyway. Lost in translation. Back Todo glares at me intently, scrolling quill still in hand, takes a deep breath and begins spewing some total nonsense I have no hope of understanding. Clearly, whatever he is saying matters a lot to him as he continues to stare me down intently, as a few members of the hushed crowd gasp and whisper, doubtlessly translating the verses to their friends. Ah, okay. Different culture. That makes sense. I can retaliate with an insult, which gives me 10 wit if I get it. Or I must try to understand. Let's try to understand. Hey, it worked. And we got the wit. That's nice. Okay. A virtuous... or a virtuose verse. The crowd hollers and cheers as I complete my latest recital, a piece designed to target back Todo's honor and show all how much greater my wit truly is. There are no doubts in anyone's mind who the clear winner is, but in the sheer euphoria of the moment, I feel the urge to loose a new poem onto my adoring crowd. One more verse couldn't hurt, or I should take a bow and make my leave. Well, yeah, we're not going to get the 36%. Let's just do this. Okay. Is this pick whichever number's higher? Yep, I pick 62%. It went well. Okay. We won! Fantastic! Which means we're actually going to get an artifact. Nice. Okay. Third place was Lady Chizuko. Second place was Back Todu. And in first place was us, Kunisuke. Wonderful. So, we get some prestige, we get some money, we get Iambic Virtuoso, which gives us some diplomacy, which is quite nice. And we're going to receive a prize. And the tournament's over, I think. Oh, my old signet ring also improved. It gets 1% scheme secrecy. But that's due to our antiquarian. Okay. What have you got me? You got me a prize brooch. That is god-awful. But the 22 experience in wit's not bad. That gets us 1 diplomacy. Okay, and we got experience in the poet trait as well for that. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is god-awful. Like, 8 attraction bonus. Or 80 gold, I guess, is the other way of looking at it. It's just delayed into by whenever we destroy it. Let's put you on that. And let's head back. Oh, right. Now the grand tournament's over. Cool. That wasn't too bad. And now we have a lot of money. And we get some more horse experience as well, which gets us to level 1, which is 5% monthly prestige, which is not that impressive, but, you know, still nice to have. Right, we can do a local arbitration here. Might as well. We get investing in development, so we get development growth in percentage and flat, plus popular opinion and lower danger, which doesn't matter at all, but there you have it. Okay, cool. Let's have a look here. How are we doing with this? So this is 15 months left. How long till I can hold another inspection? 11 months. Okay, so we got a while to wait. I did notice that we have the decision to create a travel itinerary. I think we should do this. Actually, I'm going to turn that off, but yeah, I think we should do this. We don't have a journal. We have a lot of money. We have nothing to spend it on, apart from maybe an activity we don't want to do. So let's do this. The time has come to document what I have learned during my travels so that others can learn from my experience. A detailed itinerary supported by maps and charts will allow me to spread my That should be hard-earned insight, shouldn't it? I said hard, knowing it should say hard, but it definitely says heard. But that should say hard. Anyway, earned insights to others. The first decision I must make is which journey I want to draw from in this project. So the route to the Shaolin Monastery, or to the Tong. I think the one that took me to Tong is probably better, right? Ding Feng? Oh no, Ding Feng is the one I was thinking we should. I think that's better, right? It's further away. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Well, yeah, let's do that one. Okay, cool. Uncharted. The Shaolin Monastery is perhaps one of the places that has made the greatest impression on me in my travels. The journey to Dengfeng itself was almost equally memorable, and would likely have gone a lot faster had I been if I had been better prepared. I can only convey so much information, however, and as I sit down to describe what happened, I will need to decide what my focus should be. So travel, safety and speed, or a chart of Dengfeng itself. So benefits relating to the type of point of interest. Huh? What type of point of interest is Dengfeng? I have no idea. I guess I'm going to choose that one. That sounds more interesting. It's farmlands. Any itinerary must warn the reader of what dangers lie ahead. Stocking up on supplies was never a problem for us here. This area is not one of dangerous terrain. Well-worked fields stretch out in every direction from Dengfeng. So it gives benefits relating to farmlands terrain. Journey to the Kingdom of Zheng. As I fill out the last page of my manuscript, it is with a great feeling of satisfaction. Writing down what I've learned in my travels is, in many ways, a nostalgic experience. It has allowed me to relive some very formative moments in my past, while also creating something that can help future travelers. I hope the resulting itinerary and its accompanying detailed map of my route through the kingdom of Zheng can withstand the test of time. Wow, that's garbage. Okay, anyway, we have it now, and we can equip it. Was that worth 220 gold? No. But we have it now, so yeah, there you go. What am I going to hold now? What do we want to do? I've never held a festival. Should we hold a festival just to see what it does? Because surely there've got to be different events if you hold one. So let's hold a festival in our capital. That makes sense to me. Ooh, so you can get different levels of prestige gain. Let's go for max here, and then what else can I do? I guess I could encourage cohesion. That would be fine. And let's start festival. Okay. Ooh, governance issue? Can I look at this because I'm not moving? Nope. Okay, fair enough. How long till the festival? 3 months. Okay. That's fine. Actually, open that up and then we'll do it from here. Is our dog going to join us in the council meeting? Of course. I'm sorry, Kokushi Kunasuke, says my Beto Suitoki. I have to disagree with what you just... Grrr. Yuki gives a guttural growl and Suitoki jerks back, looking from the dog to me and back. On second thoughts, I think it's a great idea. Good job, dog. Okay. So we would have got local arbitration here, except it was already affected by that. I guess we shouldn't ever do local arbitration because it costs us prestige. We should only ever hold an activity because we get it anyway. A test of wit. Okay. So this is still the same event that we got previously. Well, let's do that one. We've raised Saga block cohesion. This is the same thing. This is also the same thing. Yep. This is again the same thing. We get the same events. Okay, I'm imparting ways. So this is different, I guess, because we can choose to instead, or I guess it means a random guest can become our friend rather than the host. Look at the Great Pox. Oh, okay. Are you part of my block? No. All right. See ya. All right, that's the end of that. A bunch of people, our block cohesion went up and then this house joined our block. Cool. So somebody in our festival must have done that. Bountiful harvest. Inari has been kind to us. In many of Izumo's villages, seemingly endless sheaves of grain are collected from the fields, well watered by steady rains. Okay. So we can get grain distribution, which is kind of nice. That's a good set of bonuses and we get some more experience. We increase development growth in the Kuni of Izumo specifically. The provincial capital must benefit the most. So we get development growth here and the bonuses. But we don't get any experience in our trait, or we get 288 gold. I'm going to do this one. Yeah. Let's get the development bonuses. Okay, our development is 16, and it's going up by 2.2. That is incredible. You can actually start to see it, like, lighting up this area. Which is fantastic. That's what we want to see. How long till our castle? 21 days. Okay. Or my city, I should... Oh, no, it was a castle, wasn't it? Yeah. I forgot we were able to do it because we got disarmament at the end of last episode. Secular opinion, number of knights have gone up from us going to illustrious. That doesn't matter because our number of knights is significantly reduced anyway due to Ritsuru. So we're currently at -1, which isn't great. Alternative reading. In a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome bound in leather and inscribed with strange symbols, partially hidden behind other books. It is old, but it's clearly seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. So I can read it, or I can turn it into the priest. I'll read it, that's fine. Okay, and we got experience in the Kokushi trait because we have now built ourselves another castle. This next castle, what are we going to do with it? So castle number 1, we've gone into hunt activity stuff, but nothing else. What is castle number 2 going to be? I guess it should be for our men-at-arms, right? that would make the most sense to me, is to have some men-at-arms buffs in here. So what men-at-arms am I going to get? I have a little bit of piety. We could just buy them now as well. I think we're going to buy the warrior monks, right? It just makes sense to me to buy warrior monks. They only cost piety, which makes them the ideal target to buy. Yeah, let's buy them. I can actually increase them to max size as well. There we go. They're going to station in Nita, our new one. Okay. I know it won't be great for them right now, but they're going to station there. And we're going to upgrade it. So they are spearmen. So what's good for spearmen? Hill forts are good for spearmen, specifically. Anything else? That's 10% there. Barracks are 20% damage for spearmen. Anything else? That's 15% from warrior lodges. Okay. I think we are going to go for the hill forts, because this is 10% toughness as well. Let's do it. Let's do some hill forts here. Right. It's also going to make us tougher to siege down, because if they want to get 100% war score on us, they now have to siege both castles in the county. And if we get this one that raises our fort level, that's going to make it very difficult for them to do that. Especially as it also gives defender advantage, which means that we could come over with our army and attack them if they were sieging it, which is good for us. So, cool. Carrying on. Tutor is educating my children. The Abe block was destroyed, and betrothed can marry. This is our son of wolves and Hisako. Alright. So they are now married. Cool. Do we know who our heir is going to be yet, by the way? Let's work this out. Probably not you. Almost certainly not you. Could be you. Could be you. Oh, it's probably not you. You don't have an inheritable trait, so actually it's definitely not you. Could be you. Could be you. I think these two are actually my like they're top of the like rankings currently, but we'll see. It's because they've got untapped potential. The other ones we know are bad. They could be good. While traveling across the forest of Izumo, I find a makeshift looking stall by the side of the track. As I stop to take a look, a peasant by the name of Nagayori jumps into action, trying to convince me to buy one of the small Torigate carvings he has on sale. I make them by hand, Your Excellency. Each one takes hours of work. Do I want to buy a small religious carving? Yeah, I guess so. I got a small religious carving. I don't like how it kills him off before the event even finishes, but I understand why. It was only generated for the event, but still. This is a garbage thing. That is definitely not worth 120 gold, but... Anyway, we now at least have our artifact things filled. Okay. Cool. Betrothed can marry. This is my player heir and this person. That seems acceptable, yeah. You can marry. Cool. Carrying on. We're still building the small hill fort. Kibi has left the block. They only joined it like 2 seconds ago. How long till I can do this? Oh, I can do an inspection now. Wonderful. Oh, but only every 5 years in the same county. Okay, so I can't do it for another 3 years here. A university trip would probably be okay at some point. A hunt actually could be good in our capital. But we should hold a hunt. Let's get a master of the hunt. We have somebody who's excellent. Although we could also just put our son in charge. I do like mixing it up, but this guy is excellent. Let's mix it up though, because that'll give him the hunter trait, and then he'll be better once he has the hunter trait. So let's do that. Because he doesn't have it yet. Yeah. Do I want him to do any of this? No, I think I'm mostly fine. I don't think I want to spend any extra to get like a specific type of hunt. And then let's hold a hunt in our... We'll hold one of these. In our capital, which although it has high development, also has hunting grounds and it is a forest. So that's good. We're going to increase success chance. I'm not really worried about how many people I invite. That's not really the main reason I'm doing this. Our goal is to slay the beast. Do I want to invite everybody, including the Kamhaku? I guess so. Yeah, I mean, max travel is not going to be that long. Japan isn't that big. So actually, right now, I'm quite happy to just invite a bunch of people in and see who turns up. Let's do it. Right. Servant of Tokuyo no Kami. As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Kunisuke? I would recognize that voice anywhere. It must be my courtier, Yoshiko. Tokuyo no Kami offers you his blessing. Will you accept it? You want to know if I want to be a witch? Yeah? I guess so. There's no negatives, right? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I should be looking at religion. Witchcraft is shunned. It's not the end of the world. So there is a negative, but... Sure, why not? I'll be a witch. That's fine. So we are now a witch, although it's currently just a secret. It's not actually a trait that we have. But now I'm a witch, I can see the witch's coven thing, right? I would need to have 60% of the adult members of our house be witches for us to then do this. I would also have to... Oh, and my son would have to be a witch. Okay. You can then hold the Grand Rite activity. You get Witch's Coven. I guess we could try and convert adult members. We have 10%, which must mean I have 10 adult members. Is that correct? Usually you can't do this because you become a witch too late. Oh, I didn't want to actually, I didn't want to go in here and check, anything in here. No, I didn't want any of these to have filters. Right. Sorry. Where are we? We have more than 10. But that could mean that some of them are already witches. Wait, when did you convert religion? Huh. Oh, it's because your father was that religion. That makes sense. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Might be 11. Okay. Actually, you're only 14. Oh, so it is 10. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could start converting. Let's convert my son to being a witch. Convert to witchcraft. There you go. Right, now we have a task. We have a new daughter. Cool. Tsukiko. Right. Stewardship perk. I forgot we were holding this hunt. I know that we literally only started it 2 seconds ago. I already forgot we were holding it. There we go. Who's actually turned up? The Emperor turned up. Okay. The Kampaku didn't, but the Emperor did. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well. Wait, which guest are we waiting for? Oh, this guy. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. He's here. We don't get the local arbitration bonus because it's still there. And now we get to choose what we want to go and hunt. Let's go with this stag. Okay. Hunting dog. Yuki trots along beside me, obviously enjoying his time outside. Suddenly he freezes and starts barking, and a couple of seconds later something can be heard moving through the undergrowth. Something big. His barks turn into growls just as the wolf bursts into our path. And I say, come on Yuki, get it. So we get the hunting trophy for 10 years. But there is a chance that our dog dies, or I will take it down myself, man to wolf. We get improved prowess for 5 years. Alright, let's do it. Wildflowers. I'm not going to pick the wildflowers. We're lying in wait. Do we want to ambush the stag or corner it? I want to ambush the stag. And we must have chased it across the whole forest twice over now. We are still no closer to cornering the stag. Everyone expects me to return triumphant, carrying a trophy, but as things stand, I will return home with only shame. So I can buy a stag and get the hunting trophy, or I'd not sink so low and get humble honesty. Let's just get humble honesty. Okay, my liege goes to war. Your liege has declared war on Soryo Okiyuki. So, yeah, they're trying to make them Ritsuru. Okay. We watch for the stag from our concealed bowline, tensing with anticipation as the flusher's cries and baying hounds grow louder. The brown buck suddenly leaps into the clearing ahead, antlers flailing, bounding straight towards us in terror. And say, hold, he's mine. Okay. 51% chance we get things done. Stop its Kunimotos. Now everyone loose or run away. I'm going to say now, everyone loose. That sounded good. Bounty of the Wild. Oh, I failed my intent because I didn't slay them directly. Oh, okay. We got stag antlers. Do I want the stag antlers? No, they're garbage. But I guess I could take them and sell them. We got some experience in Venator, we got some experience in Horse, and we got some experience in Bow. And we get some prestige as well, and we lose stress because I'm a hunter. I could get some... Actually, I don't even get opinion with this guy. No, I'll keep them myself. That's fine. At which point I will now destroy it for 80 gold. Cool. Which paid for the hunt. Wonderful. Okay. Cool. And are we about to convert our son to witchcraft? Let's see what happens. I watched the sleeping shape of Kunamoto while I send a quick prayer to Tokoyo no Kami. As soon as the last whispered words pass my lips, he stirs, as if his subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Kunamoto his blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in his eyes. No, his acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Somebody overheard our secret, though. Oh no. Okay. Next, son. You're gonna get converted to witchcraft. Let's go. Child of my blood. We have a niece called Nagako. Okay. Cool. This is about to finish. We've now finished our hill fort, which gets us even more governor experience. We're now going to buy... I just buy the next level of hill fort, honestly. It's only 2% extra. Never mind. I'm going to buy... let's see here. I think we should buy the... Probably the militia camps, right? For the 20% increased damage. That makes sense to me. Okay. We're almost at level 3 here as well, which is cool. Right. Look how quickly it builds. It's fantastic once you start stacking a couple of the build time reductions. Okay. Cool. Any other activities I want to hold? Could hold a feast. I do want to go to university. I think we should do that when we get a chance. Okay. Cool. We finished our high tents. That now gets us a little bit more Kokushi experience. So now we get an extra martial intrigue and influence per month. Wonderful. And then we can continue upgrading. So this is another 10%. Let's take the extra 10%. Cool. That's fine. Imperial family is branched again. Okay. More royal offspring. We can pet our dog. I'm not stressed though, so I'm not going to do that. Right. Do we want to get our son to convert? Of course. I watched the sleeping shape of Yasuhito while I send a quick prayer to Tokoyo no Kami. As soon as the last whispered words pass my lip, he stirs as if his subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Yasuhito his blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in his eyes. No, his acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Okay, I was wondering why it says now I can show my true self, or he must find his own path. No, I'll show my true self. That's fine. Okay. How many of my family have converted now? 30%. All right. Next, son, you shall also convert. We're just going to go one by one. Convert everyone that we can to witchcraft. Okay. We've now finished Camp Cooks. Let's upgrade hill forts again. Wonderful. Right. Let's clear this. Let's keep going. That takes a long time to build. Interesting. Okay. Our liege won a war. That's good for them. Scheme discovered. My plot against my son Yali has been discovered. Even my own courtiers whisper behind my back. Any trust or love they might have had for me is shattered by the revelation. So it's all this big misunderstanding, or oh, I'll show them how far I can go. I'm not going to end my scheme. I'll take the 10 tyranny. I don't care. It's not really even a bad scheme. What's it? Is it not counted as it's counted as personal scheme? So why is that even like? Why does that event trigger for a personal scheme? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we have converted him, and we will show him our true face. Okay. So we're now at 40%. Nice. We only need 2 more, and we can found our witch's coven. Our 14-year-old son. I cannot convert. Wait, he's not an adult, so why would I convert him? My daughter is 15. How about my half-brother? I'll convert my half-brother to witchcraft as well. Okay. We are a very efficient witchcraft converting machine. My son got the Prince of Fashion event. I will take the prestige and the opinion. Nice. Okay. A courtier between friends. My friend, Kokushi Tsukimochi, has honored me with a visit, and he's brought one of his courtiers along. Tsukimochi approaches me excitedly. Well met, Kokushi Kunisuke. It pleases me to see you thriving here in Azumo, and it occurred to me that Tamamitsu here might be of service in your court. He is incredibly a talented strategist. His mind is always spinning out possible tactics. I would make use of him myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see his great talent go to waste. Won't you take him in and unleash his potential? Alright, I mean, that's fine. We'll take him. Noriko has come of age, as has Miiko. Now, that's actually not ideal for us, but I'll explain why in a second. So, you've got Astute Intellectual, which is level 3 learning. And you have got Adequate Bargainer, which is level 2 Diplomacy. Neither of which are particularly good. We're going to want to marry them off. But the reason why that's not good for us is that now means we've only converted 33.3% of adult members of our house, which is not ideal. We need more. But, yeah. We'll figure out what to do with our 2 daughters next time. As we're going to end the episode there. You may notice the episode's gone out a little bit later than usual. It's just a blip. Should be back to normal soon. But that's also why we're ending it sharpish, because if I go on too much longer, the video's going to go out like several hours after it was meant to go out, which is not ideal. Well, several more hours, I should say. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.